welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2. I'm Hunter Black Luna, and it's time for another T3 section, everybody. He's got to help us get off the security level where we're all currently trapped. I'm sure he'll figure something up, though. He's saved us a couple times now. I still have vaguely bad memories of that time where I failed that minigame like 400 times. Okay, we need explosives on this door. Let me think. Well, obviously we should start looting, I think. Here's my solution to most problems. Whoop. Fortunately for us, T3 isn't stuck with just using the mining laser we found. Well, first of all, let's give him that shield and... Huh. I guess the neural pacifier wouldn't really help against the droids, but I know what would. His shock arm! And his shock arm is actually infinite. Although he did somehow manage to lose his infinite flamethrower since the last game. You'd think you'd keep really close watch on that. Still, I think it does the business adequately, especially against droids. Let us now continue with our looting. Components. It's really good to have a bunch of those. Okay, actually I think we want to go this way first, because there's 3 doors out of here. That door leads further into the facility. This door leads to a nice scenic overview of our ship, which is looking a little better than the last time we saw it, apparently. These doors don't open. You can see the droids moving around. There's different models than what we've seen before. I believe I installed a cosmetic mod to give the Ebonhawk high-res textures, or higher res, so it might look a little better compared with how it was in KOTOR 1. That's good. Thanks to our lead hacksaw skills, we don't have to break any items by bashing in, or waste any security tunnelers. Huh. We don't have any repair parts available. We can't access this terminal. Can't get through here. And this door is like super ultra mega sealed, guys. And this is the one with the actual hangar. So we've only got one option left. Only way to go is down. Let's try out the sonic grenade. We can throw it from a really long distance. Seems to have a good effect on target. As for you, infinite lightning gun. I'd prefer to shoot flames, but this is an emergency situation. We gotta make do with the equipment on hand. And this will take us down to the fuel depot. I don't know what's down here, but it's better than being trapped. These components will pay off big in the end. And I believe we're actually in a fuel line, as in Paragian fuel comes through here when a ship docks. Maybe not the smartest place to be, but as long as there's not a ship here, I guess we're okay. Canada! And I used the wrong thing. Yeah, barely worth even remarking on. And no, grenades don't count in terms of getting doors open. You actually need mines. such as 3 deadly sonic mines. And we recovered a data pad. Man, droids again? And a droid ion blast. That sounds like it would be pretty useful against droids. More useful than the neural passive. There's an ion striker and there's an ion blast. Wow, this thing stuns too, just in case it doesn't kill. Whereas the ion striker has a slightly higher overall damage. Alright, let's head back up. Only to get ambushed, sort of. Droids with mining shields. Mostly intended to protect them against mining detonations and heat and drilling lasers and stuff. Which is kind of what blasters are too. What? One burst of that. And what shields? Ow. No means no. No, T3. Do not get in a fist fight with that thing. Just blow him away. There we go. Ow. Yeah, T3 can't take a whole lot of punishments. Luckily we've got enough repair kits where we should be okay. I didn't use droids a lot in the last KOTOR because, well, a couple reasons. First of all, a lot of droids are sort of specialists, as in they're good at many skills. And that's sort of what my character does, so there was less need for someone that's good with computers, because my character was good with computers. Also, I prefer people. Although you can't say HK didn't have a whole ton of personality on him. We blast in here and we find 3C. No. No. Why? Who did this? Whoever that was that ambushed us on the Ebon Hawk, they'll pay. T3 has sworn an oath of vengeance. Kinda like in Short Circuit 2 where Johnny 5 becomes like the Batman. Nostalgia Critic. Although some of the movies the Nostalgia Critic reviewed I knew about before he brought them to everybody's attention, and I don't know whether to feel proud or ashamed of that. Probably should be ashamed. Okay. There we go. Let's check the hangar logs. We need orbital drift charts, or else we're gonna hit an asteroid. Let's download those. Someone's encrypted the navicomputer. That would explain why they didn't know the ship belonged to Revan. Let's check the logs.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives.
And we'd noticed that right away.
Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
You can do that?
Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one. If we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Sounds like, and so does Kreia. Also note the reference to the maintenance officer. The droids, the same one that were fucking everything up and probably sabotaging the whole operation, and that we've been fighting. The maintenance officer is obviously the one who'd be in charge of the droids. This is interesting. There's a lot of murder mystery plots in RPGs, but all of Paragus is sort of like a mass murder mystery plot as we try to figure out what the hell happened to this entire facility. Clearly something happened. Camera controls. There's the Hawk. Main hold. Security cargo. Decontamination area. I guess you have to pass through that in order to get to the hangar. Comm system is inoperative. Purposefully burned out with a mining laser. Fuel depot. We can only... Would this work? No. Yeah, we can't get to the hangar yet. We can open up the door to the fuel depot, though. And get at that terminal. I think we're done here. We really don't need the hangar bay layout. I make it a point never to download maps and stuff in the KOTOR series, generally. Oh. We got ugly. Let's see how they enjoy ions. Doesn't look like they do. Doesn't look like they do at all. Yeesh. Things are going much better. T3 can't stand a lot of punishment, but he can sure dish it out when he has to. What? Oh, T3, don't try to use your gun. It really doesn't work, compared with all your special gear. Huh. Especially since we were probably still technically counted as being in combat. And that makes your skill checks very likely to fail. Yeah, don't try disarming a mine while you're fighting. It'll probably blow up in your face. Probably. And we go onward to the fuel depot. I guess this is the upper level. We were in the lower level before. And there's force fields blocking our path. And over here there's like 3 force fields, so we ain't getting through that. But here's the console we were looking for anyway. Let's check the cameras. Why is there a mine in the fuel line? And there's some kind of metal case inside the pipe. I can't help but think that having explosives in the fuel line would be really, really, really dangerous. Especially Paragian fuel, which we've established is rather volatile. There's the overall maintenance level to give you a better idea of the layout. And the entrance to the maintenance area. I can see droid movement too. The maintenance area has been locked down super special. I think that's where we need to get if we're gonna figure this out. Yep, in the past day, Paragus has been fucked up. Systematically isolate sections of the facility. There we go, Paragus administration level. That's all for us. It's a trap! Ooh. I don't think he's getting up from that one.
So is that stupid droid of yours gonna come through
Why are you
or not?
looking at me, man?
Well, I'm beginning to think I was a little better off in my...
Hello.
Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through. If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the
And
hangar.
yeah, the dialogue is fucking up again. This seems to be a common error in this game.
Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Well,
You're either really brave or really crazy. Or both.
I'll go for both.
Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
Righto.
I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Alright. And more light side points because we aren't Hitler. It really is how the morality works. Let's head out. Yeah, because that's the docking port. We ain't getting through there. Head out pretty much back the way we came. Don't mind the corpses, it's like hail, really. And there's the administration turbo lift that just opened up. Let's go see if Kreia has any new insight, though. It's not too far of a walk. You don't want to move out of the morgue or anything, Kreia?
Yes? What have you found? Ah, yes, I noticed that as well. It may be that our proximity during our long slumber may have had unforeseen consequences.
Like what?
We seem to be able to speak without speaking. Perhaps this effect will pass with time. Then hope that we have little to say to each other, lest it prove distracting.
Kinda reminds me of Bastila. And she's still not gonna help us. Great. Whatever. We're doing just fine on our own. We even finally managed to get off the admin level.
Can you read me?
Come on, game.
What did you say? Your signal's crammed with static. There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragus fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down.
This only happens when I'm recording. Sorta suspicious.
Will do. And be careful down there.
Could be related to the recording or the fact that I'm having this play on full screen, even though it starts as windowed. Maybe that was a bad idea. Oh, finally some pants.
Find the emergency supplies? About time. The whole half-naked Jedi thing
You're
was
telling
wearing a
me.
little thin. But there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines. And the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them. Yeah, it's like a military-issue energy shield, except it's designed to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers. It won't last forever. Certainly not against multiple laser hits. But it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of
Am
droids.
I likely to be ambushed?
Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
Well, that makes sense.
You could, if you have the skill in a stealth field generator. These droids rely on thermal sensors, primarily to detect fuel deposits. The good thing is, that explosion down there kicked up so much heat and steam it may blind them. A bit, but not much. Well, these are construction models. They shoot like
I
a
noticed they could barely hit me.
militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is.
Not to mention these droids were probably built by the lowest bidder.
Yeah, it's possible some of the droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while.
So
and it leaves
basically
you a
swords are
target.
the best. But we knew this already.
There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
Alright. And usually swords are just the best. That's usually how it goes. And we could sneak past. Also, we really should put on some pants. There we go. A little restricting, but you know, you have to give up some freedom for some dignity sometimes. We could put on the survey gear, but I'm good still never having any headwear. I will put on... yeah, I guess I'll put on a blaster pistol in my second weapons configuration. Because there's times where having a gun is handy. For this first section, however...
Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. Don't run unless you have to. Making them hard
-5 to your
spot.
awareness check.
If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic
I
charges a
love
little easier.
recovering mines, but I don't think we have the skill for that.
Those mining droids, especially the excavator models, are designed to arm and set sonic charges for mining. Chances are if they still had charges after they went rogue, then they may have set them to try and kill the miners. And you. If you see one of those excavators, watch out. They may use their undeployed charges as projectiles.
I'm pretty sure we don't have the skill to recover them. Let's check. Nope, skill too low. However, with even 1 point in demolitions, we can just disable them and get them the hell out of our way. I guess that's good enough for me. We do have some deadly sonic mines. But here's the real kicker. My skill with demolitions is so low, I can't even set deadly mines. Like, the game will not let me. So I do kind of wish I could recover those minor mines. Minor mine. Not bad. For this first section, I'm kind of going to do the Rambo thing. Ooh, even better. 10 repair parts. And may actually have some minor repair skill. Now I could just hone these guys. Why do that when you can have some fun? Troll mode. Alright. And we're actually gonna let the droid lead this time, unlike my usual strategy of running ahead and ignoring it. I'm gonna open fire. Let the droid take the blunt. I'm actually not hitting them very well at all. That's unfortunate. Guns. The energy shields aren't doing a whole ton for... Well, they're doing a whole ton for the enemy. There we go. More importantly, that thing is soaking up all the load. If I invested my repair parts in it, but damn it, I want to get a little use out of it. And it's nearly dead, but hey, all these things are dead too. That's good. I think this droid will go ahead and move into the next section. You might need to poke it. There we go. Oh, you actually do need to poke it. That's fine. Most droids you repair will, you know, carry on for a room or two and then just stop. Kind of like Halo Marines. Thanks, Chief. You saved us from those aliens in this room, but we're not gonna, like, follow you or anything. Ooh. That was a nice shot from the General. You know, I bet the General could sell you some kick-ass insurance, too. Uh-oh. Something over there is repairing. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, our droid is about dead too. That thing. Maintenance droids? They maintain the enemy. We'll be one to blast them. Okay. We're being hit with flames. Luckily, we do actually have a Telos mining shield that we could put on. After that, we can switch to a sword and take him out. Let's rock. I prefer melee anyway. Man, there's so many of them. This would seem like a good place for an ion grenade. There we go. Oh, I killed one of them. It was a shielded model too, that's good. Man, this shield is actually standing up pretty well, all things considered. Level up! Come on, General. There you go. Took him down. With only minor difficulties. Get it? Minor because we're in the Paragus mining station and we're wearing a mining shield and we're fighting mining droids and we just got an advanced mining laser and we're wearing a minor uniform. Oh, oh. Yeah. Well, the droid would have stopped there anyway, so hey. I'm such a great general. He was probably gonna die, so it's okay. Keep on top of Persuade. This gives us an effective skill of 6. We can increase one of these to an effective skill of 8 this level up, and I like that. Let's do it. Because we actually will want to use stealth in the section coming up. And as for feats, there's so many feats and force powers that they introduced for this one. There's always something to think over. We could go for demolitions. Or finesse. Apparently we're an unarmed specialist too. Unarmed is pretty terrible though. There's only one character that would even have decent unarmed. We'll not be meeting her for a while. You know, of all these choices, I think I like this the best. So now every skill is my skill. And we need level 4 for 2-weapon fighting anyway, so we're not going to slow down our progression on this tree much. I hope. Let me think. I hated not having demolition skill in the last game. Yeah. Okay, burst of speed is good. It's real good. Effect mind is nice, but we won't be meeting many people we need to negotiate with. I think our next choice is stun droid. It's fairly effective against the enemy. I'm always a little worried that I'll level up wrong or something like that, but hey, it's our choices that make us who we are, and I at least want a little bit of demolition skill. It looks like our mining shield has become permanent though. Well, this'll certainly fix it.
Hey, watch out. That
I can
explosion
see.
has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat, if you
Alright.
move quickly enough.
I also appear to be possessed by the devil. Let's do this. Force speed plus my mining shields should allow me to get out with relatively minor burns and injuries. Oh, and you can use stun droid to kill these mines. Although I'd rather save my meager force points at this juncture, really. They haven't spotted us yet. It's kind of surprising that they haven't... Oh, up, up. I wonder if we could draw them over here. Or if they'll just lose interest and fuck off. Anything's possible. We've been spotted. Snake. I'm not really the Metal Gear Solid type at all. I'm more of the power attack, ninja flip, kill the droid sort of person. That's just me though. There's a big clump up ahead and a maintenance droid, so you know what? Fuck that. Alright. What maintenance droid? Let's try stun droid on this asshole. Even if they save, they take a lot of damage, and this guy didn't save. That'd be another decent place for a grenade right there, but might as well save it for this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Targeting the maintenance droids really is a good idea. Unless you can kill an enemy in one hit, they'll just repair them.
You're getting close to something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining
That did
energy
work pretty
shield, I'd equip it and
effectively.
switch it on. Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Yeah, watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids.
I agree with
I don't
that.
like this.
Okay, and here is the point where observing a little stealth wouldn't be a bad idea. We don't even need a lot of it. As long as we don't get close to these guys, we should be okay. I'm gonna sneak over to that console and we can have a whole bunch of fun with the enemy. I think my favorite plan is to make them turn on each other. You can also make them just docile, but I think it's more fun this way. Looting doesn't break stealth, although using a terminal does, so make sure you do it in one try. Thanks to that extra computer skill we got though, we should be good to do that. So yeah, effective computer use is 8. Everything else is various. Not bad. And that whooshing noise means we've broken stealth, but using a computer terminal freezes time, as we all know. We only have 2 spikes. Luckily, we only need 1. Yeah, this is the good one. There you go. All we need to do is go back into stealth and watch them kill each other. Sounds good to me. Now we can check the camera. That's the hatch back to the admin level. That's the hatch to the fuel depot. We'll be needing that.
Everybody here? What's up, Kurta? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with him on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So he's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. He's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If he's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have him walking around here. I don't know what he'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still live.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the exchange? Kurta, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
Gorda, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
Way to be sinister. Yeah, how'd that work out for you, mate? Fuel containment. Yep. Shut down the field. That'll let us get where we need to go. And it totally won't cause a huge explosion, by the way. Nope, not at all. Go right back into stealth. Huh. And every time one of these things kills each other, we still get the EXPs, plus the bonus for doing it this way. The ones with the shield seem to be doing better, that's not a horrible surprise. And they all have flamethrowers. They won't notice us as long as they're busy fighting too. And once they're done, we'll go in and clean up the weakened survivors. Chop. Man, that thing hasn't even taken damage. I'll admit, I'm pretty impressed. Alright. And now the winners fight each other like a little fucked up tournament. There we go. This looks about as clear as we can get it. Good job, team. Let's hit that with a ion grenade and miss. Fuck you. These things are a limited supply, man. Unlike my force stun droid power, which counts as a light side thing, although we're not actually on the light side yet. If anything, we just kind of have a light dusting of light side currently. That sounds like a weapon upgrade. The upgrade system is more detailed and in-depth than in the last game. That's good. I also like that we can chuck grenades from such a long distance. And then we can laugh and gloat. We're not getting a bad amount of money out of this. Not the loots. So I guess there's always a bright side to things. Yeah, there was another one over there. I love how these guys didn't notice each other. Friggin' ingrate. I'll save you and try to shoot at me. you ever do that shit? There we go. Also, if we ever fail to open something, plasma torch. Don't forget about the plasma torch. I tell you. I forget which way we're supposed to go. This way probably loops back. So let's go that way first. Probably gonna run headfirst into a mine since we're... Force speed probably makes it even harder to notice stuff. Over here. Some interesting business. Man, those steam effects are not doing good things for my frame rate, let me tell you. I don't believe you get any experience for getting them out of your way this way. That's a shame. In Fallout they had like 2 or 3 EXP every time you disarmed a mine. But you do get all these loots. I think I could use some drugs right now. Just like after the war. Turn into chemicals to make all the bad memories go away. Alright, we've pretty much cleared that out. So this way is forward. Cool. Looks like there's an area we missed though. Oh my god. I would claim to be a completionist, but then I'd break down laughing before I could get the sentence out. Still worth checking out, especially at force speed. Computer spikes, man. I could always use more of those no matter what. I can't help but think that if you're going at force speed, you wouldn't want to run like that. End up stabbing yourself.
Yeah, picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there?
Yeah.
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels. I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
I always wondered if my computer could handle this as well as it handled Knights of the Old Republic. And it pretty much handled that. Pretty well for all intents and purposes. Looks like he was in a fight. Lost his shield too. Now he lost his life. His droid life. Whatever. Don't think about it too hard. It's just a CSI Miami line. We may be able to blast it open with a sonic charge. Ha! Insufficient skill. Lol. Using this, I think, uses it up for no reason. Even the plasma torch can't cut it open. That's just something we can't get. Pretty sure the exit's right ahead here, so I won't bother using force. Oh, who am I kidding? I need the speed, bro. Some more grenades, great. Okay, here's the turbo lift out of here. Next time on Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2, we'll get out of here, and then maybe there'll be a tremendous earth-shattering kaboom. Who am I to say?